right, third grade mathematicians, we are going to review task 8, and I'm going to share with you my thoughts and solutions on the questions that you have already answered here. So make sure you have your work in front of you. So let's read number 1. What fraction of the figure is shaded gray? Name the gray portion in 3 different ways. Explain the meaning of the denominator and the numerator for each fraction. Well, I know, thinking about fractions, part over whole. So the first fraction I think I'm going to name for this figure is I'm going to count the number of total squares, and that will be my denominator. That's how many equal pieces the whole is divided into. Then I'm going to count the squares that are shaded, and that's going to be my part. That's going to be my numerator. So total squares I have, let's see, I'm going to think about my array work. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. 4 times 6 is 24. So I have 24 total squares. Okay, so that's going to be my denominator. Okay, so that's how many equal pieces are in the whole. So my part is going to be the number of shaded squares. So I have 2 rows of 6, that's 12 total squares that are shaded. So one fraction that I can use to name this figure would be 12 24ths. 12 squares are shaded, and there's 24 total squares. 12 out of 24 squares are shaded. Okay, so now I'm going to think about if I were to move this row of shaded squares up under this row of shaded squares and take out these vertical lines, 1/2 of the figure would be shaded. 1/2 of the figure would be shaded. So I'm taking out these vertical lines, not changing the amount shaded, but moving this portion up here. So 1/2 of the figure would be shaded. I need one more way. Well, here's what I'm thinking. If I visually look here, if I divide this into 4 parts, I know that line went a little crooked, and I move, or visually in my mind, move these 3 squares up here to this 4th, these 3 squares up to this 4th, 2, and then remove these vertical lines besides the one that I just created here, I would have 2 out of the 4 sections shaded. So 2/4. 2, well, good grief, whoops. 2/4 would be shaded. So I didn't change the amount shaded, but I changed how it was divided. Okay? So it says, are the 3 names that you gave the shaded portion of the figure equivalent fractions? Why or why not? Well, thinking about our discussions about halves, I know a fraction is equivalent to 1/2 if the numerator is half of the denominator. Okay, so 1 is half of 2. 2 is half of 4. 12 is half of 24. So all 3 of these fractions are equivalent to 1/2. Okay, and that makes sense if you are thinking about fractions of a set and you have 4 apples and 2 of them are yellow. 2 out of the 4 apples are yellow. 1/2 of the apples are yellow. Okay? And you might have had different fractions here, and that's okay, as long as they are all equivalent and represent this figure. All right, number 2 says shade 1/2 of the figure below. Give another name for 1/2. All right, so I'm just going to divide this right down the middle, and I know it's in the middle because I have, if I look at my top row, I have 4 squares on this side and 4 squares on the other. So if I were to shade this in, it's kind of hard to do on the computer, but if I shaded all of those squares in, that would be 1/2. Okay? All right, so 1/2, what would be another fraction that would be equivalent to 1/2? Well, we named some in the previous question, but looking at this figure, again, I'm going to go back to what I know about fractions, and I'm going to count the total amount of squares, and then I'll count the amount that is shaded, okay? So the total amount of squares is going to be my denominator. That's going to represent my whole. The amount shaded is going to be my part, okay? So I said I had 8 in the top row. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to divide that here. 6 times 4 is 24. We saw that from number 1. And then 6 times 4 is another 24. So if I put those together, that'd be 48. So 48 total squares. And the amount that I have shaded is, I said 6 times 4 is 24. And that makes sense again because 24 is half of 48. So another name for 1/2 could be 24 48ths. Okay? And of course we named one in the first question 2/4. Okay? If I were to take out all these lines, left that vertical line and drew a line right here, that would show 2/4. Okay? All right. Again, you could have other solutions here, but these are the ones that first came to my mind. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3 says, what fraction of the figure below is shaded? Write a fraction to describe the shaded portion of the figure. Explain the meaning of the denominator and the numerator. So again, the total number of squares is going to be our denominator. That represents our whole. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So 6 times 6, I know that 6 times 5 is 30, and then 6 times 6 would be 6 more, and that would be 36. So I have 36 total squares, so that's going to be my denominator. All right, and I have 3 plus 3 is 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to grab that one right down there. 13, 14, 15, plus 3 more is 18. 1836 would be a fraction that would describe this figure below. I'm also noticing that 18 is half of 36. So what's another fraction that we could write to represent this figure? 1/2. If I were to put all of the shaded squares together, I would notice that it would cover 1/2. And exactly if I slid this portion over 3 and this one by 1, move this one over here, put this shaded square up here, that would be 1/2 of the figure. Okay? And again, you could have other solutions here. Let's go to number 4. All right, fractions on the number line. It says place each of the fractions on the number line below. Circle the smallest fraction. So looking at these fractions, I see 3/6, 5/5, 1/2, 7/8, 4/8, 2/8, 1/4, 1/8. All right, so I have several eighths, so I'm going to go ahead and divide this number line. This is where my mind is going, into eighths. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I put 0 here and 1, and actually I may go ahead and put 1/2 because I know that goes right in the middle. Okay. All right, so that one is placed. All right, so eighths. I know that I can divide each half in half, and actually I can go ahead and place my fourths because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So this could be 1/4. So goodness, we've already placed the 1/4 as well. All right, now going back to eighths. I know that I can divide the fourths in half, and I'm going to make eighths. Okay, let me double check. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts, so that's divided into eighths. So I have 1/8. Okay, so mark that. The next one, 2/8, and that is equivalent to 1/4. Takes 2/8 to make 1/4, and I can double check that with my fraction tiles. Here's 2/8, and that equals 1/4. Okay, that makes sense because if I divide a fourth in half, if I have my whole, it would make eighths. Okay. All right, so I don't have to label 3/8, but it would go here, and then 4/8. Again, 1/2 is equivalent to 4/8. 4 is half of 8, so that makes sense. 4/8 is equal to 1/2. Okay. All right, so then I'd have 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and that makes sense because 8/8 is equal to 1 whole, so that's 1 before the whole. All right, so the remaining fractions that we have left, 5/5 and 3/6. Now 5/5 I know is equal to 1 whole, 5 out of 5. That is 1 whole. If I have a brownie and I divide it into 5 equal parts and I eat all 5/5, I would have eaten 1 whole brownie. What about 3/6? Where would that go on this number line? Well, 3 is half of 6, so 3/6 is actually equal to 1/2. So I would put 3/6 on the same place as 1/2 and 4/8. Okay, so double check your number line here. All right, let's go to number 5. It says give 4 different fractions for 1/2. Well, we have been doing that all along and talking about why those fractions are equivalent to 1/2. So let's see, we had 2/4, 3/6. I know we had 4/8, so I'm going to try to think of some more. So I know a fraction is equivalent to 1/2 if the numerator is half of the denominator. So if I have a numerator of 5, I know 5/10 would be equal to 1/2. And then let me think of another one. If I had 6, 6/12 would equal to 1/2. Okay, let's double check that with our fraction tiles just to make sure. Let me bring you closer here. So I always like to put my whole here. I have 1/2